What's good? What's good? It's the one and only, but what do I know? Boxing coming back at you with my post-fight reaction for Adrien, the problem. Broner versus Governor Bill Hutchinson. Man, listen, bro. All right, first and foremost, Adrien Broner has returned off of a almost a 2.5 year layoff against Governor Bill Hutchinson. Man, congratulations to Adrien Broner for winning, getting the victory or whatnot. That's most important. Man, let me first talk about the production quality. Was terrible. This really did look like we was watching a fight in the 80s, bro. Like I'm being so serious, bro. The quality was just terrible or whatnot. So but it is what it is, bro. Adrien Broner, it's a Don King pay-per-view, the fight, it is what it is. And then secondly, let me just state this, bro, that Adrien Broner posted on his Instagram yesterday. He was like, oh, I'm at a sold out, we got a sold out event and this, that, and the third. And I was like, congratulations to AB. But then come to look at the fight, it looked like it was like the venue only held like 900 people, bro. So, it wasn't saying much, but all in all, the fact is, bro, Adrien Broner has returned to the ring. All right, so let's get to the top. Let's get to what you guys been waiting for as far as the breakdown of the fight. In my opinion, first and foremost, let me state this here. All right, in the beginning of the round, in the beginning of the first round, Adrien Broner came out throwing very quick jabs. Adrien Broner has very fast jabs. He has very fast hands when he let them go or whatnot. But he came out throwing his jab, popping his jab really, really well. And then he hurt Bill Hutchinson to the body, and it looked like Adrien Broner was gonna get him out of there. But Bill Hutchinson, I gotta take my hat off to him. He's a dog. He survived it. And now, from what I'm about to tell you now, from round 2 to 10, what happened in one round happened in all rounds. Adrien Broner was coming forward with the high guard, walking Bill Hutchinson down. Bill Hutchinson would try to smother AB. AB would try to, unload hooks to the body, or when Bill Hutchinson would come in off of the 2, AB would throw a check hook or whatnot. It was kind of the same thing that we always seen from Adrien Broner. But the thing is, bro, I must say this too before I even get into more of the fight. AB's, just his physique looked very flabby, kind of like what I stated yesterday at how he looked at the weigh-in, but except for, obviously he was able to rehydrate more and put some carbs in him, so he didn't look as chipped or whatnot. He looked very flabby. But again, like I told you, this is why I don't really like Adrien Broner at 147. And I was sitting here thinking during the fight, since whenever Adrien Broner has a fight at 147, I don't think he's ever had a knockout. And if you guys can correct me, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, but I don't think Adrien Broner's had a knockout above 140. I mean, I know he fought, let me see, at 147, he fought Paulie Malignaggi, Marcos Maidana, he fought Sean Porter at 144. He fought, who else? He fought Adrian Granados, Jesse Vargas, Manny Pacquiao. I don't think he's ever had a knockout at 147. And it just seems like his power just can't translate to 147. His power, I almost want to say he doesn't have the knockout power at 140, but I think he has a better shot at getting a knockout at 140 than he does at 147. And it kind of played how I kind of figured. I thought that Adrien Broner would be able to get the knockout, but and it looked like he could have at times. But again, I feel like at 147, Adrien Broner he's just not that guy. He looked to be fatigued in the later rounds. He was catching Hutchinson with a few good shots, but Hutchinson was also catching him. And he was not a lot at all, but he was catching him enough where you'd be like, damn, AB was supposed to give us, like, when AB would have a little momentum, it wouldn't go anywhere. I wasn't impressed with Adrien Broner. But he did what he had to do to get the victory. If Adrien Broner, I feel like, was in better shape, that what I stated earlier in today's video will Adrien Broner be able to make a comeback or whatever, my video that I did earlier today, I stated that the thing about Adrien Broner is, I feel like because he gained so much weight in between fights, he gets up very high weight. He spends all this time losing the weight. He's not conditioned right. And I feel like that came into this fight right here because, again, in the, you know, like starting like round 6, Adrien Broner seemed like to be fatigued. And off top of the fact that Bill Hutchinson was going to the body a little bit, Bill Hutchinson had some decent body work. I will give him that. But it seemed like Adrien Broner was starting to get a little bit fatigued going into the later rounds or the later half of the fight, the second half of the fight. And I feel like if Bill Hutchinson just had a little pop in his punch, he would have been able to capitalize off of that. But Bill Hutchinson just had nothing on his punches, man. I was actually disappointed. Like, he was pity-patting in there. He was a dog, though. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. He was a dog. He stuck it out, but he just didn't have anything behind his punches, which you know, to me allowed AB to continue to walk him down. I would have loved to see Bill Hutchinson set up his body punches with the jab up top. The way Adrien Broner was just walking Bill Hutchinson down, coming in, doing these weird dances or movements or whatnot. I feel like Bill Hutchinson just had every clean shot to throw that right hand to the body, and then throw it with some power or something, with some type of oomph behind it. But he really was just pity patting this man, bro, and it was a sad thing. I mean, not sad. I ain't gonna say it was a sad thing to see, but it was just like it was just one of them things where you just look at it and you're like, damn, bro, like, any top fighter, I feel like, would beat Adrien Broner at this particular time. Now, it's different ways that you can look at this, though, right? Now, when you have a comeback fight and a tune-up fight and a comeback fight or whatnot, you can look at it as like, well, it's good that Adrien Broner got these rounds in because the man hasn't fought in 2 years. And if he would have knocked him out in the first round when he, you know, hurt him really bad, it kind of would have made you wonder, like, damn, you know, how did AB shake the ring rust off, or was this dude just this trash? So in some ways, it's good that he went to 10 rounds in some ways, right? Like I said, because he needed those rounds under his belt to see so he can, you know, use it as a measuring stick to see where he is, to see what he needs to work on, to see how his condition is or whatnot. But in the same token, it's also like, bro, Adrien, you should have really been able to get this dude out of there. But again, like I said, I feel like his fatigue played a part in that. You know, AB doesn't have that pop, or he doesn't have the pop at 147. And he's definitely not, you know, really he doesn't have and I don't even want to say, because AB has, you know, he has good head movement and he shows some slickness in there or whatnot, but it's just AB looks just very, not stiff, but he's just, I don't like this Adrien Broner. I mean, it's, you know, it's just not, you know, when we see the Adrien Broner that we once, you know, grew to like or love at 130 and 135, you know, you just see he's a shell of himself. That's the best way to put it. He's definitely a shell of himself. But it is what it is. Now, during the post-fight conference or during the post-fight interview, Adrien Broner definitely made some call-outs. He called out Rollie. He even called Rollie retarded. He called him retarded Ramiro or whatnot. He called out Oscar De La Hoya, well, because Oscar De La Hoya, you know, if you guys didn't check my video out, Oscar De La Hoya stated that, you know, he has a fight for him, which we're all assuming is Ryan Garcia. So he called out Oscar, and Don King even stated, you know, hey, Oscar, you know, you said to give you that call, we're going to give you that call, and we're going to, you know, make something happen or whatnot. But, he called, and he, you know, basically he said he wanted that WBC, the winner of T.O. versus Josh Taylor. Listen, let me tell you something. T.O., from what I saw with AB, I'm gonna be honest, I think AB needs like 2 or 3 more tune-up fights. I'm just being honest. 2 or 3 more tune-up fights before I will be comfortable enough putting him in there with a T.O. or stay away all the way from Josh Taylor. Stay away from Regis Prograis as well. But before I put him in there with a Teofimo or any of these guys, maybe not Rollie, but you know, I think AB needs like 2 or 3 more fights, bro. Like, I'm just being honest. But you know, he's called out for these guys. You know, either way it goes, I'll be interested to see him fight either one of these guys. But I just don't think Adrien Broner. I think Adrien Broner needs. I'm not gonna say he doesn't have it anymore, because he did show a glimpse of his old self of his younger days. He showed glimpse of that. So I'm not gonna say he doesn't have it anymore, but I am gonna say he does not need to go to one of these big guys next, bro. As a matter of fact, Don King needs to keep Adrien Broner busy for the rest of this year. He need like at least 2 more fights for the rest of this year, and then maybe next year he could talk about fighting some of these big guys, bro. Some of these big names, bro. But as of right now, stay all the way away from him, man. All right. Let me know what you guys think about Adrien Broner. Do you feel like Adrien Broner should retire? Who would you want to see Adrien Broner in their next? Like, comment, subscribe. But what do I know?